Happy Friday, everyone! Ready for some functional Friday organization tips? Well, I have a great one today for you, and it's all about my prepped place. So I have a couple of prepped places in my craft room, and I'll share a few of them with you today and why I love them so very much. So the first one, let me bring in, is another one of those Target baskets that I love. And I know you can only see the top of it, but I want you to see how many it holds of my prepped card bases. So let me bring them, a pile of them so you can see. So I have pre-cut, pre-scored, pre-prepped a whole bunch of my basic, thick, basic white card bases. So they are ready to go in my basket. And that way, if I'm doing, I need 10 thank you cards, I can just grab my ready done bases. They are prepped, ready to go, and they make my crafting quicker. So I love to have these ready to go. Whenever I'm like having a creatively challenged moment, I will sit and, pop the TV on, pop a movie on, and just go through and score and cut my bases. So this is prepped organization tip number one, is to pre-do your basics. I don't do every color. I do my thick white and I do my very vanilla, so are just our basic colors. And I have those just ready to go. I do also have some of the new basic beige, some black, our basics just to have ready to go. And I love, love, love that. So the next step in my prepped places is we have our bases. Now we have our layers. So I have a drawer in my crafting desk, and inside of it I have these great containers from Container Store, and they fit the layers fabulous. So same thing when I'm watching TV or having a oh my goodness, I can't think of anything to create moment, then I will sit and cut layers. So I have basic white, very vanilla, and our new basic beige. So those are my three kind of favorite basic layers, and I have those already cut. Our card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So my layers are 4 by 5 1/4. So they're just ready to go, and a ton fit in these little containers. And when it gets low, like my white's getting a bit low, so I need to sit and probably do some of those. So we've got our bases, we've got our basic layers, all prepped, ready to go. All right, well, when you're cutting those layers, you end up with all kinds of extra scraps, right? And I will share on another video how I keep my colored cardstock scraps, but my white, my basic white scraps, I keep in another one of those containers. These are all from Container Store. And this is the long one, and the long skinny one. And so in here I have all of those pieces. So when you're chopping paper, you end up with lots of extra little strips, right? From doing your layers. And so I just keep all those, and they make great strips for your sentiments. So when they're all in one place, it's easy when I'm stamping and need a thing for sentiments. I can just grab this and find the sizes that I need or cut them down as needed, but they're just ready to go. All of those strips all in one place. All right, are you ready for the last tip of today? I love to make these videos quick and super impactful for you. And so the next thing that I love to have prepped is die cuts. So kind of our standard die cuts, right? We always need sentiment strips. So you can see I keep lots of sentiment strips just already die cut, ready to go. So sometimes I take, when this gets real full, like it's getting there right now, then I will take a pile of these out, grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and some dies, some sentiment strip dies, and just go through all my little scraps here and see what fits, and then cut up a bunch of sentiment strips just ready to go. This is one of our new ones from the new mini catalog, and I love this one. So this one makes great for sentiments. Of course, you can tie it, but you could also stamp your sentiment here and even just cut this straight on the one side if you wanted to use that on your card. So many ideas, right? But having just a bunch, 5, 10, 20 of them done, now your crafting is faster and you can try things and see what might look good on your card because they're already cut. So I have those for sentiments. And going along with that, I also have some of our tags. I have some of our punches and some more tags just ready to go. So whenever I have piles of scraps, I just love to die cut them. I just keep them in little cello bags just to keep them kind of separated. And then last but certainly not least in my die cutting is my circle punches and circle dies. So I have those just ready to go. I do label my circles just because they're so similar in size. I want to be able to know which one to tell you guys that I used and not have to pull out the punch every time. So having all of these things prepped and ready to go, and I just keep them in one of those acrylic containers. This fits right in my drawer. It's from Amazon, and it's perfect to hold all of those. So I hope you love today's Functional Friday tips for, keeping everything organized, but also prepping things so your crafting is just easy peasy, ready to go. And it really just makes things faster, but also makes it easier because you have some pieces already cut out, ready to play with, and you can put them on your cards and see what fits and what you love the look of best. So happy Friday, happy organizing, and I'll see you guys soon.